Are you a musician with a lot of song starting ideas, but you don't know how to finish them? Or maybe you're just starting out on bass guitar and wondering, how do I make a song? This video's for you. I'm gonna take a song demo idea I've been sitting on for a few months, structure it out, add some parts, and turn it into a proper song. I'll be adding vocals and bass guitar using the Darkglass Anagram multi-effects pedal. I'm not gonna finish the production today. I'm just gonna get it to a really good place to send back to my collaborator so we can finish it together. If you're new here, I'm Savage Fridays. I'm a bass player and music producer. I talk about bass gear, music production, and so many more fun topics. If that sounds interesting to you, please subscribe so I can make more videos like this. All right, let's get into this song. Last year, I was introduced to an amazing producer and DJ, JPLA. We were hanging out in a speakeasy in Las Vegas, passing each other AirPods, listening to one another's demos. It only took a few listens before we looked into each other's eyes and said, let's collaborate. The next day, we set up a studio in my hotel room with 2 laptops, the Shure SM7B, and a MIDI controller. For the next few nights, we laid out a bunch of music ideas, but this one really stuck. The working title of this track is Underground, and the concept of this song as we were writing it is you want to go to the place where you can let go, let loose, let your hair down and be free and be yourself and just forget about life's troubles for a while. And you want to take her with you. You're cruising down whatever the main street is in Las Vegas, and you start to see the lights in the strip and this blissful state emerge. You guys, we're going to the club. There's a disco dance feel. Here we have a drum track, some drum fills. We have a synth bass. We have 4 chords in a synth pad. This is A flat major, and JP did a classic 1-6-4-5 chord pattern. Classic.
Hey, I've seen this one. This is a classic.
I love it. And it immediately reminded me, I think it's a Killer song, We Ain't Going to the Town. And I sang that, but those are demo lyrics. And then we have a synth lead. Some plucky guitar. So JP laid out, I believe, the synth pads and the synth bass using the UE Diva plugin. I did the synth lead using Serum. The guitar was some kind of MIDI plucky guitar we found on the spot. And these are classic disco drums. And by classic, I mean they're probably an Oliver loop from Splice. Great starting point. First thing I do when building out a song from a demo is to build the full structure. So we have something to write to. So I'm going to take what we see here and flip it into intro, verse, pre-chorus, chorus 1, verse 2, pre-chorus 2, chorus 2, maybe a bridge, chorus 3, and we'll decide later if it's a double chorus. That is a standard pop song template. Any of that can be changed later. Maybe there's no pre-chorus 2 or a shorter second verse or no bridge. But let's lock this in. All of our sections, roughed out, moved everything around, created some space and some gaps with the demo tracks I have so that we have room to go in and layer some new parts. With songwriting, you can go global and add parts forever and ever, amen. But for this video, we're going to keep things really focused. I'm going to add some vocals now and then some bass guitar. So most of this demo was made in the box, meaning using all virtual instruments, MIDI software, and samples. Adding real instruments gives this a lot of dimension, and it's something I like to do, especially when producing electronic music. And I want these vocals to come in using a really high quality amp and a mic preamp. Okay, let's get a new lead vocal going. I'm gonna break out my pop filter so we can be professional. So my vocal chain for this is the AKG C414 microphone, and I'm running into the Neve Shelford mic preamp with a little bit of EQ on, and now there's some compression on. Laying out these vocals, especially that top line in the chorus, is going to give JP a lot of new inspo and information to work with and build this whole track around. Quick listen back of the demo vocal.
We ain't going to the town, we're going to the city. I can take you underground. Don't you look so pretty?
Okay, so there's some cool elements to that. I cannot sing that low. So I'm going to change some words, keep some things, and get something at least 1% better in there. All right, let's go.
We ain't going into town, we're going to the city. I can take you underground and take us back to where we feel like ourselves.
Okay, so I just laid down a lower backing vocal or foundational vocal. Here it is.
Town, we're going to the city.
I can't sing this low. I hope you enjoy that auto tune.
Yes, I like that.
I can take you underground.
But I'm going to slap some little altar boy on here and drop me down a few formants. So now I'm somebody else.
We ain't going into town, we're going to the city. I can take you underground, take us back to where we feel like ourselves.
I'm going to lay out the rest of these and do one more harmony backing vocal. Many backing vocals later. Look at these stacks. This is where my best production life is lived, stacking BVs. I'm going to quickly lay down a verse 2 that I wrote, and then we're going to move on to the bass guitar. Check this out. There's a very high.
Adventure with me, glowing neon lights, shining bright in the city.
Stacks, stacks. Now, I just wrote a new verse that kind of fits in with the story. So we got to the club, the lights are shining bright, and now the real trouble begins because everything goes down at the club. Did you not watch Jersey Shore when everyone went to Karma? We're at Karma and someone's going to write a note. No, I'm just kidding. So these are short verses just to get us through this song. You get me into trouble, one look from you and I'm ready to play, all electric, seeing double, hanging on every move that you make. Okay, like and subscribe. Okay, now comes my favorite part, adding a bass line. My setup today is an American jazz bass. This is strung with flat wounds. They're Fender flats. They're medium gauge. This is going into the Darkglass Anagram, which is going into the Neve Shelford preamp, blue silk mode. Now for tone, I've been spending a lot more time on the Darkglass Anagram, especially browsing their user presets library. If you are considering buying the Darkglass Anagram, check this out. This might sway you. I'm in the Darkglass Suite software. Here's everything that comes stock as presets on the Anagram. So I have Alpha Omega up right now. Love this. But check this out. You can come off your user presets, go into the public presets. And these are all made by Anagram users around the world. Like there's one called Fart, but this one caught my eye. Sweet Child Duff. I know what that is. We got a split. We got gain. There's a chorus, vintage micro. Oh, there's a Galleon Kruger amp. Get a copyright strike because it's that good.
Hey, may Zeus himself strike me down if I'm lying.
Welcome, Sweet Child Duff. Welcome to the family. But the one that I found that I loved from this library was Smooth Funky Octave. Which one of you made this? Who did this? I want to give you your flowers because it's a really great preset. We've got harmonic booster, parametric EQ, then a split down to some light chorus, and the Mooger Fooger replica. Not only is this preset really great for smooth, funky octaves, but I love this preset for general all-around tone when I'm playing the jazz bass. It sounds great. Back to the song. There's a bass line in here already. So the bass line is playing 1, 6, 2, 5, which is very cool. Cool. But now, creating a bass guitar line that complements that and goes with the chords has become hard because the chord pattern is 1, 6, 4, 5. So I have to make a decision, and the decision is I have to play the 4. If I play a 2, it clashes with the chords. Here's me playing a 4 while that hits a 2. Not gonna work versus me playing what the synth chords do. I'm going with the 4, and then I'm gonna give a note back to my collaborator to consider changing that note so there's no frequencies clashing together. Oh, this is actually hard. Am I gonna take this out while I record the bass line? I think so. But I do wanna make sure that I put in a bass line that's sparse enough, spacious, and doesn't overall conflict with what that bass line is trying to do. I can find the good parts, copy paste them all around, and send this back to Juan for production and finalizing. There you have it. Went from demo to a finished state of the song. We added all the vocals, played around with the Darkglass Anagram. There are some really fun presets on here. I had fun. Hope you had fun watching, and I hope to get this song out later in 2026. Thanks for watching. See you guys on the next one.